going to be hanging out there.
Yeah, I think Nico is also going to be in the chat. He couldn't join us on the call because it's midnight there, but he'll probably be around too. So let's see, are we live?
Yeah, I saw some LUCAH footage on stream. It's just playing the ad now.
Okay.
Yeah, let me test out audio on this end. Oh, I think I'm hearing myself echo back. Yeah, let me test out audio. Oh, yeah, I hear my voice on the Twitch channel.
Yeah, that's the Twitch channel. Cool. I think I heard myself. Is the game audio coming through? Can you test?
Audio is coming through just cleanly.
Cool. Nice. Oops. I don't want to show off any secret stuff.
It's hard for me to tell. Let me mute my Discord.
What was that? Sorry, streamer, or not streamers, people in chat, viewers, that's what we'll call you. I'm gonna turn the music and the sound effects down, probably. I'm just trying to get back into streaming, because I haven't done this in a while. Hi, Juneflower, how are you doing? Cool.
Okay, I'm very confused.
What's going on?
But yeah, I hear your voice. Your voice is coming through just fine.
Oh, on the stream? Hello?
Hear you just fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alright. Kev?
Uh-huh.
Should we get going?
Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna mute the Twitch stream on my side since that's distracting.
Yeah. I can also hear it on my end, so. Cool. Alright. Oh, I guess I should announce this on the Discord too. Talk about the least prepared start to a stream. This is my bad. If only we released the DLC a week after the Switch release, I would have been prepared for this.
Yeah, but it's been a super busy time in our lives too.
Yeah. Oh, you already posted on the Discord. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Sayori, for the congrats on the DLC. It was quite a trip getting here, right, Kev?
Yeah, it took like a year or two reached this point. But I'm glad that it's here.
Yeah.
This was always intended to be an integral part of one of the dream, and it has been planned since.
It was in the initial macro that we had. It was in the initial macro that we had.
Yeah, like the very first design documents deal with like plot elements and design elements that appear in the Descent, and it's a really vital part of like the game experience.
Yeah.
But I think there's a really good reason why we waited to release this as like a extended version of the game after players have already experienced the full game.
Especially considering how it turned out, and then that also influenced kind of some of the writing on it. But we'll get to that. So hi everyone, I'm Colin, the LUCAH person. We also have Kev with me. You want to say hi, Kev?
Hey, how's it going?
Kev is our producer. Was a very integral part in helping to make sure the game actually released. So, hi, save complete. I'm just referring to everyone by their Twitch names, because I don't know what y'all want to be called on here, even if I know you all by other names, so hopefully that's okay. But yeah, so, for anyone who doesn't know, there was a mysterious trapdoor right in this area in the beginning of track 8 that you can never open, and the DLC update today made it so that you can open it. So you head to this area if you don't know how to activate this DLC. You go all the way to the left. Door is already open because I'm on a save file that has it open. And you talk to this NPC. I think you need to talk to them twice, because the first time we'll try to discourage you from doing it because it's a hard and difficult challenge. And is it worth it? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I have mods on. Sorry.
Colin, if you die in Descent, do you die in real life?
No, thankfully. That was in one of the initial versions and it didn't test well. So, let's see. Right now, this is my mantra setup for now. Kev, I'll let you pick the mantra setup for the second layer. That might be fun.
Anima. Usually I start. Let's see.
Here, you can be Paradigm 1. What do you want to do? It's already got Anima right there.
Let's go with Anima, Soul, and Machine Gun.
Oh boy. I like how you called it Machine Gun. I think that's what I call it in the code or something. Machine Gun Familiar. It's not a gun. Don't worry everyone, it's not a gun. There's only one gun in LUCAH.
I love the Glock Familiar.
The Glock Familiar. Oh, I remember that. Wasn't that an in-joke or something?
Did you or Max tweet that?
I think Max tweeted it. Max Palazzo, friend of the show, member of Syndicate Atomic, but the publisher of the game, who is myself and some friends. So, I took off. I have the Ascended Virtue on. I took it off because it feels like cheating for the Descent.
What does the Ascended Virtue do?
It's the one you get for beating the True End. It just like makes the corruption never go up. So I'm gonna experience this for real. Yeah, June Flower's correct. Cardinal has the Glock Familiar. So you go down into this trapdoor. You get this area that actually looks very similar to another area in the game. And the camera snaps this cross. That was fun to program. That was a feature that we didn't use that much in the game. I kind of wish I used it more. But anyways. So, and then you get this this scene. My computer is actually in the way of the text. Here we go. Why are you here? Sorry, I was just surprised. I thought you already got your ending. Or if you hadn't, you definitely shouldn't be here. Hint, hint. Oh, hi, SD89. What are you hoping to find? There is a trauma at the center of the world, and I can lead the way. But I don't think you'll be happy to find it. This is my story. This is so weird to read as myself. Here, the corruption grows so strong, and you cannot falter. It's the only way. Come, CJH. That's the name of my save file. I hope you're ready. Yeah, so for anyone who was unsure, all the text segments that are just like the black screen but with the regular dialogue, those are supposed to be the Colin character who you meet right at the beginning. I know there's a little bit of confusion about that, but this DLC makes it really explicit by the end. The Colin character, who's not me, because it is a fictional character also named Colin, with no similarities. Right, Kev?
Yeah, I know about this Colin character.
Yeah, the Colin character. So, we're officially in the descent. There's this bridge I pass every day. Oh, this is like another scene you might have seen already. Sacrament 2. And then, I can't listen to the audio because of the way our audio is set up, but there's a really cool remix of the arcade theme that's starting right now. I think it's one of Nico's like most played songs on the SoundCloud, and for good reason. It's pretty cool. Alright, so you come in, and the descent is basically, if you've played character action games before, there's a trope where after you beat it, you can typically unlock a super hard challenge that's just like a million fights in a row. Bayonetta has the Angel Slayer, which I stole the name of for the demo. Yeah, Devil May Cry has the Bloody Palace, and I used both of those phrases in some of my marketing for this DLC. No one pointed it out, but that's okay. I still felt clever.
They're good.
Yeah,
They're good names.
They are good. It was hard. The Descent works for LUCAH, but I really wish I could have called it Angel Slayer, even though you're not really slaying any angels, but just because it works so well with the theme. But yeah, so you'll find all these save points and stuff that you can still like level up at, but you can't travel. And also, the revert is just replaced with an end descent option. And that the reason for that will soon become obvious, but you can only go down, you cannot go back. So let's start. We're immediately thrown into a room that, guess what, was in some of the initial demos for the game.
It's like the exact same layout that's from.
It's actually the exact same scene from what we used in our show builds. So there's a little bit of history to the beginning of this descent, which no one would know except if they saw this screen. But I think it's neat just because of how it almost acts as like a post-mortem on the game itself. Kev, you've probably seen these rooms a lot as our number one.
Like, I recognize this exact room from the demo that you showed back in 2016.
Yeah. It's been around for a long time.
Yeah, did you know that has been developed for like years now?
Yeah, on and off, but I think I made my first commit to the Git file in July 2016, so that's when I consider it to have started. So yeah, it's been like 3 years and a month now. So yeah. Oh, the music is really loud apparently. I cannot change it right now, but I will finish this fight as soon as I can. So I can turn it down.
Trust you can do it.
What was that?
We trust you can do it.
Oh yeah. I've had to do this gauntlet so many times just in the past 2 weeks. And guess what? There's still things that I found that had to get fixed. So that's how game development is, I guess.
Yeah.
Have you played a very early version of this DLC back in like October?
kind of did.
Yeah. How was it different
It's
back
really,
then?
it's a lot of the core game is there, especially with like the didn't come to fruition until fairly recently.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just turning the music and the sound effects down. But yeah, hopefully the chat, let me know if the audio is okay now that I turned it down. But yeah, there was like no narrative in it at the beginning. So it was just like a combat gauntlet. Which is kind of what it was meant to be. Oh, thank you, Sayori, for the confirmation that the sound's okay. You know, if the idea was just to make like an arena mode, like Bloody Palace type thing, then that would have been fine. But I mean, this is LUCAH, so yeah, we gotta do more. And yeah, it's the one of the missing sacraments, Sacrament 2. Which, in my mind, maps to the Catholic sacrament of confession, or the one where you go to a priest and you tell him your sins.
Yeah, I think that's confession.
Yeah. It has a fancier name, I forgot. Oh, hey visitor, how are you doing? Thank you for coming to the stream. What was that?
Thanks for joining us.
Oh yeah, thank you everyone who came. I know this was a bit last minute, but there's a lot going on in August. It turns out, so I'm happy.
I'm working on like a YouTube now.
Announcement August. I guess I should take the second to plug. Please, if you haven't already, pledge to the Meat Punks Kickstarter. I think I put it in the description. I'm working on Meat Punks Bound by Ash, which is Season 2. You can play Season 1 now. Meatpunks.com. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it's meatpunks.com.
Yeah. And I'm doing combat design for it. So if you like LUCAH, you'll sure as heck like Meat Punks Bound by Ash. Kev, what are you working on right now?
I'm working on this game called LUCAH. Can't talk too much about it, but it's basically a experimental puzzle platformer that takes place in a internet world that wraps around itself. It uses some really wild and experimental physics, and the game director on that project doesn't exactly come from the game's background. The lead on that project is a Swedish artist who entered this space as for a new medium.
Yeah, it looks really cool too, which is probably like the most immediately striking thing about it. You all have a Instagram for it. That's really neat, right?
We don't have like the cold custom URL for it, but if you look up LUCAH Instagram, you'll come across this really cool collage that goes back through the entire game's development, made out of like segmented pictures of the game that were taken over time.
It's really cool. It's gonna be a.
Let me find a link.
Yeah, you can post them, or you can send it to me and I can post it in the chat. But anyways, there was a question. Do you retain your corruption from the snowy area when you enter the DLC? So the Descent is sort of like a space unto itself. When you enter it, you go back down to 0 corruption, but the corruption rate in this area is like magnified. It's a ton more. Like when you die, you go up like 20%. But on the flip side, when you do well in fights, the amount of corruption that you heal is like 10 times more than in the regular game. So it's a lot more high intensity, high stakes, high reward, and sort of like it's like supposed to be the ultimate combat challenge for LUCAH Born of a Dream. And going along with that, we got to do some really like different and fun combat encounters that maybe wouldn't have worked well in the normal game, either for story reasons or because it's just kind of too much for your average player. But I figure anyone who's deep enough to want to get into this challenge would really like stuff like that. Cool, Kev, thanks for posting that link to the Manifold Garden Insta. So yeah, the corruption bar is sort of as Flower said, it's almost like a second health or like live system. It becomes really important in getting through this DLC because, like something like Angel Slayer or Bloody Palace, if it goes all the way to 0, like you can die in the game, you can die on these rounds and you'll still be in the descent, but if you become 100% corrupted, you go all the way back to the beginning. And that's part of the challenge. So it really pushes you to learn how the combat and the style system works in a way that the main game kind of did, but pushes that even farther. But anyways, so yeah, Kev, is there anything about LUCAH development that you want to tell all the viewers? Kev, you there? I think I might have lost Kev. Sorry, everyone. Hey, Kev. Oh, hey. I'm just checking chat right now. Dominic, how are you doing? Thanks for always being a champion of LUCAH Born of a Dream. Let's see. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because I'm looking. Kev, are you there? Hello? I'm gonna recall. Hello? Yeah, it's all good. Kev, can you talk again?
Yeah, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Cool, I was trying to exit out a different spreadsheet.
It's okay.
Different
We're back, everyone. We're back.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah. Save Complete said, Kevin earlier said, if you die in the game, do you die in real life? Thankfully, that did not actually happen. I also didn't die yet, so... and it's also me that's playing, not Kev, so I'm the only one in danger.
Colin must live.
Yeah. So, anyways, you might notice that this beginning gauntlet of the Descent looks a lot like the arcade layouts, but normally at this point a big Messiah would come, and then it ends the arcade game, but instead we just have a Christian 1 to fight. Christian 1 meaning the first round Christian. The one you fight in the train yard. No!
Colin, how are the Christian fights so many different?
Well, so in the first fight, Christian basically has the exact same moveset as a LUCAH Luna like loadout, -1 like long range attack, and having the laser familiar instead. So it's like a pretty like basic intro to like the idea of like a rival fight. I'm just getting a parry lock, yeah. And then as you go through the game and you meet Christian more times, his moveset expands. The second one, he learns how to parry. So first and one of the few enemies who can parry in LUCAH, and gains attacks that are similar to the Anima mantra. And then in the third fight, Christian goes all out. He learns how to taunt. He learns how to rewind, and he gets FOSS attacks. So yeah, and also it becomes way more aggressive. So yeah. Anyways, we're onto Sacrament 2 stuff. So Kev, do you wanna talk about something while I scroll through this?
I think you should read it out.
Should I read it out dramatically?
I think so.
Okay, cool. That's a good idea. All right. As I stop and stare with the cars rushing underneath into the distance, sky and clouds and towers and nothing. I point at the sky and see them, 3 shining glimmers of gold. I guess some images. I will crack the sky and rain blood upon us all. No, focus, focus. It's so weird reading a sacrament out loud. That is not in the writing. That is not my story. Not now. Bye, visitor. Thanks for coming.
So much.
Yeah. One of the... So, Rodham GA asks, would you need to mash through the cutscenes every time you get yeeted by corruption? No. You only see the cutscenes once, and then the Descent will skip them on next runs. However, if you want to see them again, you just need to revert, and then you'll be able to see them again when you do the Descent. So Kev, we're on like another like layer of the Descent. So what should we equip?
Why don't we use the one you get from...
Which one?
Why am I blanking on the name all of a sudden? The one that you get from that ending.
Oh yeah, let's go all out. Do double Aether?
Ether.
Yeah.
How about Ether and the red one?
Oh, okay, Thanatos?
Yeah, Thanatos.
Nice. What familiar?
Foiler STY.
Which one?
Never mind.
Did you say the 4th one?
There was a spoiler in the UI.
I'll do Pierce, because it kind of goes with the color combo.
Yeah.
And then for a second, sorry, I'm trying not to show the mantra screen too much because there's a spoiler in it. Let's try Bios and Erebos and Laser for the second. Yeah, Nico. Hi, Nico. Composer Nico of the game. There is a spoiler in the mantra menu, so do not pause it and look at it unless you want to get spoiled about something. I am going to unequip the Witch Time just because it makes it very different if I play without it. Let's have Adaptive on, because Adaptive is fun and I can show people how to use it. And let's get rid of this -1 and put on the dodging gives you more power one. No, I'm going to put on Paranoid, which is the attack combos increase your power. Cool, so let's descend. Hi, Akira Assassin. Thanks for dropping by, and also respect for dropping out so you don't spoil yourself for the DLC. I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see. Save Complete also said, request for a cyan, magenta, yellow paradigm down the line. I will definitely do that. Sorry, I keep wasting
colors.
Yeah, very good. So yeah, we're just gonna wreck stuff as Aether, which is definitely supposed to be a help you get through the game sort of thing. But that kind of backfired on me. I'm gonna keep it in though. Kev, what do you think about the Aether Mantra?
I mean, like, it's very, it's overpowered for a reason, but I think for the player experience, it fulfills a need that I think the player base has.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially for those who struggled on the first round. So,
Yeah. I know like specific folks who were having a lot of trouble with the New Game Plus, and then I encouraged them to try it through the bad end to get. I like Ether because it was fun to animate. I think it looks cool.
Yeah, LUCAH's animations look so cool.
Oh, thank you. It was the last mantra I made during development and animated it. You, Kev. Hello? It's funny, my computer is still recording it.
Yeah, I don't hear our voices on stream. Hey.
That was the stream.
It's funny, my computer is still...
Yay. Sorry, chat. I don't know what happened there.
Why don't we call this stream?
What was that?
That was the stream. Yeah, the stream seems to be working now. All right.
Yeah. Turn off the stream audio on your side. Kev?
No, that was me from 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, no. Can you turn off the audio on your computer stream?
Yep, I hear you now. Sorry.
Cool. Thank you. So, anyways, this round is super difficult. Yeah. Thank you, folks, for helping us realize what was going on. So we're fighting some Nightmare Michaels. This was a lot of fun to put together. Kev, I think this was one of the first fights that you played where you were like, "Oh yeah, this is cool." In the DLC, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing quite like this in the base LUCAH game, where you're fighting off waves of art, which are some of the most interesting characters to fight against.
Yeah.
I mean, the quality of a boss is inversely proportional to their size.
Very true. Funny enough, one of the game's influences that I never remember to mention during the streams, Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter, is a game where a lot of the bosses, it's like a turn-based RPG, but a lot of the bosses tend to be the same size as you, which is a very character action rival sort of thing, and I really appreciate that. So, anyways, we're at a sacrament, so I'm gonna
when they're your size, you got to be so much more attentive to your telegraphing.
Yeah. Oh boy, telegraphing. I'm gonna start reading the sacrament, and then we'll get back to it. It's there, out in the distance, I see lights, haze, cars. Let's do haze. On some days, it's worse than others. I feel these doubts crushing my chest. It's getting harder and harder to breathe. There, out in the distance, I see. We'll do lights. Satellites, stars, people, dancing through darkness. I don't get to be there. Out in the distance, I see cars, carrying people to and fro, their lives uninterrupted, ignorant of what awaits. And then, oh, there's one more. Them. I don't want to talk about them. Tall, ever present, watching me, always watching. Like needles in my heart. They remind me of the things I don't want to remember. It began so long ago, in the green and reverie, poking around where we shouldn't have been, away from the teachers and lashes. I first saw up in the trees, symbols, ornate, ancient and weathered, whips and tears. Those dreams that take you somewhere you feel, from the early days, a place of warmth, where a friend promises to care for you, but then it starts to fade until only the memory remains, of a place that never was, no proof of existence but the hole in your heart. It's very strange trying to read out the ones that come in out of order intentionally, but anyways. Like the touch of an angel. On the nights I don't feel too weak, I run over that bridge into the night. In the time I feel most vulnerable, but cloaked in shadow, so only they may see. ... Transition. So fun fact about those sacrament dot screens, usually they're there to hide some sort of loading or music transition. I thought folks would enjoy knowing that. I know I have some friends who really liked it just because of how extra it is with the ellipses and such. But anyways, so what was the request? Oop, I didn't mean to transform. What is the requested setup we have? I want to do that one.
I think that was save complete from a few moments ago. Cyan, magenta, yellow.
Cyan, magenta, yellow. So we'll do Luna. What's the most magenta? Anima?
Yeah, Anima.
And laser. Alright, Kev, you should pick the... Oh yes, thank you, save complete. Oh, take care, Akira Assassin. Um, and what should our second paradigm be?
Let's go with the OTP.
The OTP?
Yeah, Luna, Soul, and
Luna, Soul. We'll do Burst, I guess.
actually, let's go with Soul as first.
Yeah, and then Luna. So we have
Soul, Luna first.
So you have the two different characters. All right. So we're doing pretty good on corruption. It's gonna start to get harder now, so I might go quiet a bit more. So Kev, feel free to take over when that happens.
Sure.
Yeah. So, anyways, oh, we have a train level. It's the Hell Train. I remember teasing this a long time ago because I thought it was just really fun looking, and also because it kind of indicated sort of where the DLC was going. Folks, don't forget to taunt. Taunting doubles all the damage you do. It's really important for New Game Plus for making the enemies not damage sponges, and also increases your points by a lot. So you're gonna reduce that. Yeah. Well, I mentioned Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter earlier. That game has a mechanic where you get like this like super dragon mode that makes fights really easy, and that's a game where you kind of really have to and things like that. If the counter hits 100%, it's just game over. You have to like restart this RPG from the beginning, or from a previous save.
It's on like PS2, right?
Yeah. I don't know if it ever showed up on like PSN or anything in the US, but anyway.
Duh.